show focuses on marketing. Job hunting is tough enough for one person. So imagine the complications involved when companies have only so much money to spend to market their products. The return on investment can literally make or break the company. We thought it would be fun today to examine 3 alternatives to traditional marketing, such as brochures and advertising. Joining us on today's panel is Julie of Ambassador Promotions, a full-service talent management company which provides models for promotional events. Also joining us today is Steve Carl of Carlisle on the Green, located at Beth Bates State Park in Farmingdale. Steve is here to talk to us about the rise of golf as a business development tool. We're also going to speak to Andrew Hazen from Prime Visibility, a Beth-based internet marketing and search engine optimization firm who can increase your online visibility and website traffic. Welcome everybody to Jobline.
Thank you.
Great to have you here. This is one of those shows I love to do because people are so busy finding a job and people are so busy scoring in the workplace that they forget when they get there, the company still has to do well. And there are a lot of companies that really are struggling. It's been a tough economy, even though there's been somewhat of an economic recovery. It's still tough to get business out there. So today we're going to try to provide some methodologies maybe they don't know. Let's start with you, Andrew, someone who's been on Jobline before, did a great job for us once before. Search engine optimization is a very, very critical word nowadays.
Absolutely.
How has it changed from the meta tagging days? And explain both.
Sure. Meta tags are a thing of the past. They used to be what I call magic tags. It's a code that the search engines would see, not the end user, and people would abuse it and put in words that weren't relevant so they would get untargeted traffic. So what people used to be able to use to level the playing field no longer plays into the algorithm of the search engines. So today there are 2 major components of search engine marketing. There's natural listings, which is when you go to Google, Yahoo, or MSN, and you do a search and it lists 1, 2, 3, 4.
And you want to be one.
You want to be on the first page.
Right.
Studies actually show that 85% of web surfers will not go beyond page 2 of their search results. And in addition, there's about 700 million searches being done every single day. So you want to get naturally listed because you're not paying someone. You're maybe paying a firm like ours, but you're not paying on a per-click basis. You're not paying Google or Yahoo to be there.
Quickly tell us, though, how the natural listing, how you get up to scale.
There's probably 20-plus components to that algorithm, and what works necessarily on Google won't work on MSN. And what you really want to focus on is the content of the website, the title tags, and the links. So that, for example, we work with a lot of Long Island-based companies, some of them being Bagel Boss, Garden City Hotel, Torno. If Garden City Hotel wants to be found for Long Island Hotel, they need to talk about that in their copy. If you don't mention it, the search engines won't think it's relevant. So you need to have that mentioned throughout. So once the search engines can weigh all these different factors, title tags, page copy, how many other websites are linking to you? This is the hottest thing with Google, known as their PageRank algorithm. And they're able to look at it as a vote of confidence. If you have one website with 100 links to you, and you have another website with 30 links to you, they're going to deem the one that has 100 to be more prominent, more relevant, so you get a better ranking naturally. Then you can actually buy your way on the pay-per-click side. And when you do searches again in the major search engines, you'll see sponsored ads. And underneath there, people are buying on a per-click basis. Some words can cost 10 cents, some words can cost $12. So you have to watch, as you said earlier, the return on your investment.
Right.
We can actually track for clients if they're going to buy placement. If you spend $300 in a week, what that converts into in terms of leads, number of sales, and so on.
Pretty girl, I guess that's the key.
That's for sure.
All right, now Andrew, I'm going to throw it back to you because you're the straight man on today's show.
Okay.
Everyone wants to market their product successfully on the web.
Correct.
When you type in a certain name, you like, for example, if you type in my name, you get certain listings that come up. But is there any control on what the order of the things that come? Is it the most recent thing that comes? In other words, if I'm not paying anybody, and I have no such care about what comes up where, how does that work?
You're referring back to those natural rankings, which you're not paying for. You're achieving it on your own, and the key thing is relevancy. So when you do a search for Scott Possessor, anything talking about you is going to be relevant to you, and that's why it's going to rank up on top. So for example, if you're going to type in Long Island golf courses, you shouldn't see on the first page of the search results golf courses in North Carolina, Florida, Las Vegas.
Right.
And hopefully, if the search engine's a good one, they're going to block out those.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about how the search engines have improved? Because I know they have.
Yes.
I had Yahoo in my office in, I think it was '92.
Okay.
And I was one of the first people to even have the web. It was black and white. Yahoo was black and white. So I'm sure they're so much more sophisticated now.
Yeah. Well, getting back to the whole thing about relevancy, the search engines are obviously in business to make money, so they have to deliver relevant results. And what happened was, when I first got into this in 1996, I was actually out in law school in Michigan trying to figure out how I was going to pay for law school, and I started my first online venture, and by the end of my second semester, I had a website getting 4 million visitors a month, lazystudents.com, and helping kids do research, not authoring papers or do anything of that nature, but it was a great success.
That's a cool title.
Thank you.
I could see why I would. My son would go there.
Sure. Most people usually say, "Where were you when I was in high school?" and don't let my children know that it exists.
Right.
But essentially, the relevancy. So again, if when you're doing these natural searches, if it's not in the content, if it's not in the title tags, if there aren't other relevant websites linking to it, what difference does it make?
Right.
So for Bagel Boss, we might go to kosher.com and ask them to link to Bagel Boss.
Right.
Appetizers to go, we might go to a wine enthusiast website and say, do you need appetizers delivered overnight to go with your wine?
Right.
Appetizers to go.
Right.
So it would be a strategic partnering.
Right.
And these inbound links and the page content, all these things together, the search engines are following these pages literally weekly, and they're checking the content.
Do a case study. Tell us how search engine optimization could assist both Steve Call from Carlisle and Green and Ambassador Promotions.
Perfect. Starting with Steve, we'll flip sides for a second, talking about the pay-per-click, because with a credit card, in 25 minutes, this can happen right after today's show. You can go to Google, AdWords, or Overture, two of the major pay-per-click engines, and you can buy keywords. A word like catering or golfing events or gourmet events would have a per-click basis. The problem here is it might cost Steve literally $5, $6 per click. He can get 50 clicks a day, go through hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars, and not get any return on his investment. Today, you can actually bid on geographic locations. So now he can bid on that keyword catering and have his ad only appear if someone's searching within New York. Because no one's looking for Bethpage Catering or North Shore Catering or Long Island. Well, some are looking for Long Island Catering, but to target those specific keywords, you can now target your area. Same thing with the modeling company. The word model, I'm sure, is $3, $4 a click. And if someone's in Kansas, California, or Georgia, I don't know if the company is nationwide, but assuming for a minute that they aren't, they wouldn't want to waste that money. So now you can bid on the keyword models and have it only appear in the New York metropolitan area. And a great case study is we have a small company in New York City called Provident Loan Society that does quick cash loans or collateral loans. And those, again, are maybe $8 or $10 words per click. By using this geo-targeted system that has ads only appear in New York, he's seen literally 200% increase in traffic. And now he's seeing about 50 leads per week, and people now walk into his door that they said they found him via the web.
Interesting.
So it's amazing.
Steve, how have you found the web to be useful to Carlisle and Green?
It's a great source for us for brides, potential brides, to be able to view the facility, and we get a lot of them in by coming onto the web and taking a look and seeing what we have to offer.
Do you know what the keywords are? Do you know what they have to type in regarding weddings?
Well, our website.
No, but I mean the keywords.
They're going to do a search.
If they did a search.
We have a few of them. I don't off the top of my head.
And what about Ambassador Promotions? You have a website presence?
I believe so. And if you look under promotional models.
Right. And that will come up then. Welcome back to Jobline and News 12 Long Island. We've been talking about alternative marketing methods. I think we did a great job today. Andrew, let me just finish up something you and I were talking about at the break. You mentioned using email. Tell me.
Essentially, not spamming people. You want to get opt-in lists. You want to have on every single page of your website a line for someone to enter in their email address to receive free promotions or coupons in the future. And then using those lists and those lists only, you want to send once a month, not to be annoying, a promotion and offer, something informational, because your users are asking for it. And we've had very successful campaigns that we can track and measure. Bagel Boss just sent one for the holidays, the Jewish holidays, to break the fast. And we can literally tell that they had a 80% open rate, 32% conversion rate, and so on. So you can use that. And the key thing with the internet is that it levels the playing field. Whether you're a Fortune 500 company or a sole proprietor, anyone can compete for space on that first page, as we were discussing. And then I love what I do because it makes people succeed.
Yeah, you're wonderfully passionate about it.